Winnipeg Hockey Talk would like to welcome you to its live version of Random Thoughts on the Winnipeg Jets with host Harley Friesen and WinnipegHockeyTalk.com's owner and writer, Mitch Casper.
Good evening, everybody. A little bit different tonight. Harley will be joining us remotely, but same show, a little shorter, not much to talk about, but I did want to have something out there. So, yeah, we'll let Harley tee it up.
For sure. Welcome back, everybody, to Winnipeg
Yeah.
Hockey Talk. We'll start off with thought one. The Winnipeg Jets and their fans are hoping Josh Morrissey's injury isn't serious. He hasn't played since early in Game 1 versus Czechia. Injuries are always a major risk going into these tournaments and can impact NHL teams heading into the stretch drive.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
We only have one good defenseman.
Yeah.
Can't afford to have him getting injured, but I don't think it's anything major. But with these guys, you never know. They don't. They're not ready to give up information. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Yep. What happened? Oh, weird. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, you're not staying up to speed. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough losing key players. I mean, we've dealt enough of that this year with Harley. Thought too. It seems Kyle Connor's reputation doesn't seem to travel very far outside of the perimeter. Yeah, 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 hmm, Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm.
Okay. Okay, let's go with that. Danny, is that better? Better? I turned I turned my the mixer down, and because I didn't want the echo in my headset, and he said the audio. He says the audio. This is good from the gentleman on the left. So yeah, because I turned it down so it wasn't rebounding in my ears. So bear with me. I'm taking my headset off now. And I'm going to pop them back on when when
When I
you
get to.
start talking.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to back back to KC. He's playing with Logan Thompson, who is a way different player than Scheif. So
Yeah, it definitely
once,
depends on who you're playing with.
yeah, and poor Scheif, poor KC. The
Yeah.
narrative's just going to keep on following him now, for sure. Next.
Next. Next is thought three. Team Canada women. On Saturday, the Canadian women defeated Germany 5-1 with Marie Philippe Poulin,
Yep.
returning for the quarterfinal match, and the team had no problem advancing to play Switzerland in the semifinal, which was this afternoon, and should move on to play the USA on Thursday for the gold medal.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. They did. Um, take the headset off here for a sec. Yeah, they 2-1. And
All right.
MPP scored both goals in the second period on one leg. She is just a warrior.
What a
She
rock
is
star.
such a player, and she actually broke the Olympic record. Scored 19th and 20th goals. You're not going to see that for a long, long time, unless some player, does something stupid against some team and puts 8 in against a really bad team. But this is her fifth Olympic. She's because I broke the record. She scored both goals today, and she carried the team on her back. Now, in saying that, well, I'll tell you something, Harley. Your Uncle Paul was here this afternoon, right? And he says, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know anything
Mm-hmm.
about Switzerland, what's going to happen. And I said to him, well, it's a team they should be, but their goalie, Andrea Brandley, not Brantley, but Brandley, like Russell Brand. Um, she
Uh-huh.
can win a game on her own. She was magnificent
Wow.
today. And that's why the score was 2-1. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a few goal
Same.
yeah, a couple of goal posts, and she kept Switzerland in the game. And the thing is, here we go, 2-0 after 2 periods. Switzerland scores one goal, makes it 2-1, and now you got a game. Next shot can win, could be a fluke, could be anything. Brandley had, I think, 45 saves. Switzerland only had about
Wow.
13 shots a goal, and uh, Canada didn't really shoot the puck much in the third. It was mostly try to
Mm.
keep everything tidy in their own zone. And what happened
Yeah.
was they only had a couple shots, but Brantley had over 40 saves in the first 2 periods. She held them in the game,
Wow.
so it's a little concerning for me because U.S. Thursday I think around lunchtime, our time. So that's going to be the big gold medal game. It'll be Marie Philippe Poulin's last game, and American Hillary Knight, who's been an absolute beast for USA for years. So just wonderful player, big tough, everything you'd want in a hockey player. So it'll be both their swan song for the Olympics. So it'll be nice to see. That'll be a nice matchup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't count Canada out. If they coach this game properly, um, you never know. Americans right now, in the processes of the development of their programs, are a much better team than Canada right now. I think they're bigger, faster, just better. But one game, winner takes all. Got that Canadian pride and that grit. I think don't try to skate with them up and down the ice. Let's play it tight, check, keep it a tight game, and see what happens. But I hope it. I hope it's a good competitive game, and we're in it because the Americans. Well, they beat us. What 5-0 in the round robin. Now, I that game wasn't really indicative, but because it didn't really matter, and I just hope that. Well, I hope that we take that game very seriously. But it's Canada, U.S. It's what you want to see. Uh, two great teams with some big time leaders, and we need our goalie to be our best player, and we need MPP to score a couple. But I'll be watching. You never know.
Sounds like we can count on her.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, thought 4. We are taking a look at the elimination game schedule for the Team Canada men. It's posted up on the article there.
Yeah, nothing to say.
Nothing.
Yeah, there's games tomorrow. So we played the winner of Denmark, Czechia. That game's on Thursday, and that's a game we should win. But you know what? Never say never. No, we'll win. We'll kill them. So that's the semi winner. Win one more game, and you're in the gold medal game, probably against U.S. Got somebody here, Charlie. What's it say? Charlie Dufault. Hello from Sherwood Park. Well, I'm going to say
hello. Hello back.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
I type it in.
Well,
nothing happens. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll see the outcome of those games. All right, so thought 5. We're taking a look at the Manitoba Moose.
Yep.
With a record of 23, 17, 3-0. Good for 3rd place in the AHL's Central Division with a .57 winning percentage. The Moose are 9-5-1-0 since Christmas, but the disappointing thing is their young prospects seem to be playing much better, but not putting up very many points.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed in the young guys. Brad Lambert. They're just, you know what? Your audio's creeping a little bit. We'll see what happens. Keep an eye on it. But they don't, the fans want to see these guys get called up. They don't deserve a call up. They're not worthy of the NHL right now. Lambert, Chiprikov. The Moose's best player is Gus. And why is
Yeah,
he in
you
the
said it
AHL?
before.
Yep. Why is he in the American Hockey League? I have no idea. But our organization is screwed. I think it's time to move on from Chevy and Heisinger. Uh, I don't know what they're doing. These players. Nola's playing pretty good. Gus. Uh, as much as I want to see the young guys, they don't deserve a shot. So
Yeah,
I'm
they got to
gonna.
be playing well in the AHL.
Well,
Be
they're
having
not.
a call up.
They're not. So that's the
Yeah.
scary and the disappointing part. Yeah.
Yeah. Thought six. Uh, we are just checking out the poll within the article. We're still curious about your thoughts on whether it is time to have another look at Patrick Laine.
Yeah. There's a lot more talk happening with him. A lot of teams are thinking the same thing.
Oh, sorry.
Think they can maybe get him cheap and
Huh.
see if they can re-sign him for next year. We'll see. But yeah, check the poll out, vote, whatever.
Thought seven is old adage time. This
Yeah.
week's old adage is 3 to the wind and basically means drunk. Capital DRUNK.
Yeah. I always like saying these because they piss off Ben. So what the? Who gets mad at it? And the reason I put it in there is because I use it on the next thought. So I figured I'd
Yes.
put the definition in first. But anyway, this is fun.
Come
This
back.
one here to me is fun. Whatever. Carry on.
Yeah, thought eight. You said, I wonder if anyone else is getting Four Nations fatigue from the announcers and panel on TSN. If it were a drinking game, we'd all be 3 sheets to the wind halfway through the first period every time we heard Chris Cuthbert
Yeah.
say Four Nations. Wow.
15 times a game. Easy. He yeah. I have Four Nations fatigue. I'll tell you that right now. But I mean, I get it, but enough already. Oh, Sparky, time to change direction. Geisinger, Chevy to the front office. Different capacity for Heisinger out the door. Well, when you're losing, and then when you're losing, and you're supposed to be a developmental team, and your farm team isn't developing your prospects, I get it, you know, out the door. It's we're stagnant, you know. It's time for a new look at everything, everything. But yeah,
A good reset.
well, yeah, need a major reset.
Maybe yeah.
Didn't catch the last part.
Okay. Oh, I was just gonna say maybe the Olympic break will be that good reset they need, but who knows?
The Moose are playing, so I mean it's
Yeah.
it's basically from the top of the organization to the bottom. It yeah, Nate, like you said, that's the perfect word. Reset doesn't need a tear down. Doesn't and these guys don't have to be fired. They just need to be shuffled, reorganized, but bring in some fresh blood. This is enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Sparky says, time for a change, different drafting. Well, they started drafting differently. They started drafting more Canadians, but of course you won't see that for a couple of years because those guys stays. They take 3 to 5 years to rotate it into the lineup. So there's guys close. Jaeger, Bartle, Lambert. There's and then you should see the prospect we have right now that are playing in the OHL. Kieran Walton, Kevin He. There we got a couple young guys down in in junior that are putting some points up, and they should because they're older now and they're playing junior. We'll see what happens with these guys when
Mhm.
they get to the Moose and Heisinger gets his hands on them. I'm not. It's. I don't think it's his fault. It's just something's gone sour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are your 8 random thoughts for this week. But before we wrap up, I have a question about the fast approaching trade deadline happening March 6th, which I think you said is about 10 days after returning from the Olympic Games. So are you hearing anything out there about this?
Well, for the Jets, I hear about who might be moving out, but who we're not bringing in. Luke Shen is a given for sure, 100%. Logan Stanley,
Hmm.
there's a lot of people that would like to see him go, and
Yeah.
there's teams around the league, little buzz. What are they willing to offer Chevy? I don't know, but he's a name that's
Hmm.
out there. And believe it or not, Jonathan Taves. You coming down
Wow.
the stretch, some champion
Yeah.
team that has aspirations for a cup. Who wouldn't couldn't use a guy who wins 63% of his face off? So he could be a coveted guy too. So it'd be interesting. I'd like to see some hockey trades where you trade prospects and some picks and get some real players in here, not not rentals or part timer. But
Yeah.
we're going to hear more and more and more as the deadline gets closer. I can hardly wait to that week
Mhm.
right after the Olympics. Should be really interesting. I got a couple more questions. I had Ben. Let
Oh,
me
perfect.
Ben says, yeah, no Marlboro race. We three guys. Yeah,
Hmm.
he actually said the same thing. Ben says first round pick in a good prospect. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah. Did you say did you say something earlier about when we were talking about Patrick Laine, how he might be considered?
Yeah, yeah. I'd
Yeah.
see. The only thing about him is he's a UFA July 1st. So do I?
Mm.
Do you want to trade for him? And then he just walks anyway. You don't trade for guys that are going to walk unless it's one of those
Yeah.
trades where it's a sign and trade, or a lot of times they do trades where you can negotiate the contract and then sign and then make the trade, and then that team gets a better return. So um,
Hmm.
I would love to see Patty on our power play again, and he, I think he'd bounce back. He loved it here. He was good here,
Yeah.
and sometimes guys just need to come home. And he's he still loved here. He is loved here. So happy he'd be a
Definitely.
happy guy. Yeah. So
Happy to take him in.
well, yes, there's a little bit of risk now with him though. He
Mm.
uh, he hasn't exactly been the healthiest guy since he's left Winnipeg. It
Mm.
seems like every year he's got some kind of injury, and so you're in and out of the lineup. You come back from an injury. It takes a while to get back up to game speed and all that. Um,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to be the
Doesn't
same.
fully reflect.
No, well, you're never the same. Um,
If you're in and out like that, yeah.
yeah, so with him at the right price, like I think his market value has gone down. If you can sign him at the right number, or six mil for 5 years, I do that in a heartbeat. I mean, they're playing fucking Nyquist over 3.5 for 1 year. You know, Line
Yeah,
A.
yeah.
Put it this way: even if Line A stinks, he's going to get you 20. That's 20 more
Yeah.
than the rest of these guys are. You put him
Mhm.
with Perfetti,
Mhm.
Perfetti and Dubois, not a bad line. They might even take Liney, put him with Scheif, and Connor. Perfetti, Dubois, maybe JT still next year, or whoever. Maybe somebody pushes for a spot.
Yeah.
Got a in the chat. Got a thing from Sparky here says, "No, this is interesting." He says Stanley will sign here. The Jets
Mm.
stuck with him to where he is today. They believe uh, they believe Stanley has you know got to be appreciative of the Jets not giving up on him. I disagree a bit because he asked to be traded because he was pissed off. Yeah, here's another one. Charlie says Line left because the Wheeler. Well, I think that's unfortunately probably true. He says I was sad
Mm.
about that. Only guy that scored 5 goals in a game for us. One of those guys. One of those
You
guys
need
from
that. You need them.
well, the guy from Save Foods got $1 million. Liney's 5 goals. One time, Matty Pro had 4, and about after he got his 4th goal, his next shift, he had a breakaway. If he scores that, another mil. But yeah, Charlie, I agree. Uh, um, I'd love to see Patty here. You know, you know what? It's the good teams that uh, they they take chances like that. You know,
Hmm.
Sparky, Coach Sparky. Line doesn't know how to play without the puck. If he scores 40, I'm okay with that. You how do you think KC is without the puck? He stinks. He's terrible. Like he's improved a lot, and he's still not very good. And that's probably why Team USA had parked his ass on the bench. So whatever. I just say if you with Line, um, he's done it. We've seen it. He's still young enough to do it again. If he's healthy and his head's in the right space, could be like. And the thing is, you're not trading for him. Cypher,
Yeah.
there'll be interest in him. It's. I think he would
Mhm.
have interest to come back here. That's the thing. So yeah, I mean, we don't have much to hope for right now. So yeah, let's hope for that. Charlie says, I saw that game with yeah, Matthew would be Perot, almost 5 goals. Yeah, I watched it on TV. Save on Foods goals. Let me check my phone again. Ben had a whole bunch of
Yeah.
he Ben had some ideas that were kind of okay, but I didn't want to get into it this time. He wanted Ben just for future reference. He hates the penalty puck over glass, and I can't blame him. You're watching a hockey game
Yeah.
and they're mugging everybody. There's
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
referees have basically swallowed the whistle, but the puck goes over the glass, automatic. You know, and
I
if
know.
like Ben
Yeah.
says, it's going to cost some team a Stanley Cup or something. It's possible.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being in
Yeah.
overtime of game seven and you accidentally fire it, into the stands? You're in double overtime. The referees have swallowed their
Yeah.
whistles. They haven't called nothing, but they got to call them. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a terrible penalty. So yeah, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if they punted it.
Yeah, there's something similar in ringette. I don't think it goes as far as a penalty, but the if you shoot it and it goes over or touches the net, it goes to the other team. The other team gets possession. So in either way, the other team's getting an advantage somehow,
Yeah, yeah,
whether penalty or possession. Yeah.
yeah. I just want to tell the people out there, there wasn't a lot to talk about this week. Just want to get something out there, maybe get some questions and just kind of show out.
Yeah.
For 30, 40 minutes. It's the same thing. Well, next week we'll be talking about what happened in the gold medal games. So, and
That'll be
maybe some trade rumors will heat up a little bit, and we'll get into that. Might not be one of those big shows again, but because we generally speak do about an hour, right? So yeah, we'll
about that.
keep it short and sweet. And next week, Harley will be in the seat beside me, so the sound will be better. We're always fighting something with the sound. I'm working. I'm working on. Listen, fans, hockey fans. I'm working on my new studio, and the wife. There's some stipulations and some negotiations going on, and yeah, make a long story short, that'll solve some of my problems. But it's always a work in process. The thing, whatever makes.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it work.
We have the content. Doesn't matter how it comes across.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're done for today.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for this week's thoughts. Our first time taking the show on the road, or at least to the internet.
You know what's funny?
Remotely.
In the little practice sessions we've done, your audio has been better than mine. Today, you had a little bit of echo, but we'll see how it sounds on the actual show. But it was fun, and you know what? This was a perfect week to try it. The short show, and we'll, like I say, it's always a work in progress. Work out the kinks. Sparky. Kyle Condors won't see another game. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. Anyway, Harley will send us off, and we'll talk to you later. Yeah, so Harley, I'll stop recording and get all that stuff done, and I'll talk to you on the video ninja. Anyway, take it away, Harley. Send us off.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, thanks for sticking with us while we tried the remote setup. Hopefully everything came through loud and clear, but we'll keep figuring it out as we go. Feel free to give us a like, send in some questions so we can get back to you next Monday. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a live show, and we'll be back next week to discuss more, as always. Thanks for joining us.
See ya.
Join Harley and Mitch again next Monday night at 7 p.m. for another episode of Winnipeg Hockey Talks Random Thoughts on the Winnipeg Jets.